Alright, my name is Daniel O'Brien, and I've been documenting the story of certain people here on the street for a couple of years, namely yourself, Eddie.
Yep.
And I'm trying to publish or document or release what I've been documenting on the streets to kind of raise awareness to people, to kind of show them that what they're seeing on television isn't always the truth, or that the problem has risen to... It's the worst it's ever been here in Ireland.
Yeah. Yes,
what I'm going to try and do is talk with the boys themselves. These are the lads that have been through homeless. These are the lads that have walked the streets, have picked up the bodies of the people that have died.
Step in laneways, step in derelict buildings, step in. Well, I won't post, but...
Yeah. So the main thing here is just to raise awareness, and I'm going to be posting these videos on social media, and under Article 19 of the Human Rights I have freedom of expression, so that's what I'm going to do. So the first thing I want to do is, Eddie, I was out this morning and I go out a lot and I photograph people. I don't like doing it, but I have to raise awareness, so I try not to show people's faces. So the first thing I'd like to show people is what happens here in the mornings, what it's like in the likes of the parks, and how many people are sleeping rough. And you know, in one of my videos here I'm going to show you a girl that's as the park ranger told me, she's pregnant and she's living in a tent in the Phoenix Park. So what I'll do is I'll actually show you these videos first, and then me and Eddie will talk again. There's some rough sleepers asleep in the Phoenix Park. So you can see there's loads of sleeping bags.
Depends on what you're going to talk about.
So that's the Phoenix Park. That's what's going on. People are living like that. They're living like animals in fields, in plastic.
Oh, excuse me, the animals are living better.
The animals live
Yeah,
better, that's true, yeah. Eddie, another thing on the streets is drugs. I mean, it's probably the worst thing on the streets is the amount of drugs and people that are on drugs, and it's really clogging the system.
Yeah.
There's something I'd like to say about the drugs here in Ireland, and like a lot of people blame heroin addicts and these type of people, you know, and they say they deserve it, but like
No, they don't actually deserve it.
yeah,
It's the establishment actually is helping them. They're not actually taking them all through.
yeah. And this is a good point, Eddie. Where's all the heroin coming from? I mean, we never hear. These are the journalists and everybody else. They're all harping on about this, that, and the other. But realistically, who's bringing all the tons of heroin unimpeded into this country for years, and never anybody is ever caught, and yet we're seeing the filth system of it here on the streets. So like heroin is grown in Afghanistan. It's grown in Afghanistan. It's protected by American forces, and somehow it's being distributed or brought here to this country and magically ending up on the streets, and it's like one of a phantom fart. Nobody knows how it's happening. So like Irish society, what do? We blame the small people, the people that are on the, you know, going through it, or, you know.
Taking the drugs.
Yeah, but it's more engineered than anything, isn't it? Just to show you something, I'm actually going to show you some videos from in around the high courts and different parts of Dublin of how bad the drug problem here is, and we need to get a grip in this country. We really need to get a grip, or it's going to get worse. So I'll show you these. Alright, so today is the 10th to the 4th. You can see again there's more camped outside. Just point out on the cameras, on the lights. So it's not like when all the traffic is passing by, everyone can see these people. little candle. So this is outside of Four Courts on the 2nd here of the 4th. As you can see, it's 2 tents, 2 people sleeping. It's the Four Courts like. Even if you want to get help on the streets, you can't get it. There is no housing, so to say.
It's a joke.
It is a joke. There's over 100,000 empty buildings in Ireland, and somehow we're told that there's not enough. Now we're being told that it's our fault because we don't pay enough tax. Or we don't work hard enough, or they have an excuse for everything. Well, come here, most politicians have been corrupted in tax for the last couple of years. How many are sitting on how many properties? How many have secret bank accounts in the likes of the Panama? We talk about charitable stars like Bono and people like that. I mean, they're all tax dodgers.
Yeah.
They're all tax dodgers.
Like, don't live in Ireland.
Yeah, you're all helping each other to tax dodge or to dodge tax, and then you're blaming the small people on the street. It's a bit like the banking, the money fiasco for the austerity. We owed so many billions, right? So they say, right, the bank owed so many billion. All right, let them away. They're still going tax-free. And then we have a big lump of maybe 30 other billion that all these people owe, and we don't know who they are, and they're still walking around driving their big cars, and nobody ever says nothing to them, And on the other hand, here I'd like to show you a video of houses being knocked down, and we're being told we're not good enough to be housed. This is Ghost Estate Ireland. This is Boris and Ossory. And instead of fixing the houses, they've been left to this condition. Again here in the same place in Boris and Ossory, just left idled. I mean, they could have fixed these up.
This is a house for homeless person.
For sure. Right. So Eddie, that's council house or houses being knocked down, like housing estates. This is going on all over the place.
With student accommodations and everything.
Student accommodations. Well, that works well for the likes of.
There's a big one here right beside us.
Yeah, so Pascal Donoghue actually has shares in all this, like the finance minister. I mean, if the finance minister has shares in the likes of this, it must be good, because they'd all have the inside trading,
Yeah, I know a few people actually set up in the wall beside it.
Yeah, can I show you exactly behind Eddie is what we call the pigeon squat, and I'd actually like to show you what the boys were living in last Christmas. So here we are in the building here, as the boys have just pointed out. If you look up,
that's our pet.
That's the pigeon carcass that's hanging from the roof.
No, that's cutting the wheel.
That's me pet.
This is another spot for sleeping in the same building. As you can see, they've cleaned out the pigeon under here. The pigeon shit is not so bad, mostly because it has a bit of a roof, so they've improvised. But you can see there's just pigeon shit everywhere, and more pigeon carcasses. And this stuff ain't good. So Eddie, I'm gonna just finish this up and just putting these out as short little videos for the minute, and I'm hoping to do this on a couple of occasions over the Christmas, where I actually start showing what's been going on with you homeless boys, that you've actually tried to help, that you worked in parks, lived in parks, and what it's been like to actually going through this experience.
They did decide.
Yeah, and yeah, we're kind of doing it for the people that have died on the streets that we know and have palled with, or
a few of them the last couple of years.
Yeah, a lot
of them.
Yeah, so hold on.